Bitcoin dips below $67,000, Ether stays above $3,500. A CryptoPunk NFT sold for over $16 million in ETH, the second largest CryptoPunk sale ever. SEC pushes deadline on VanEck Spot Ether ETF application. DogeCoin appeal of South Korea extradition rejected by Montenegro court. Swedish central bank examines offline CBDC payment challenges. Hello and welcome to 3.TV. I am Ruchi Sharma. Virtual digital assets or VD markets witnessed sharp recovery in the past 24 hours as Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell reiterated 3 rate cuts this year while maintaining a dovish tone. The optimism helped Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency by market cap, Bitcoin, to reclaim the crucial $67,000 levels. Vishakha Thakur joins us to tell us how the global cryptocurrency market is performing today.
Well, IC15 index of cryptocurrencies was trading up by 7.3% at 86,150 points. Interestingly, Bitcoin suffered a sharp correction in price after hitting record high, just shy of $74,000 last week. The correction followed hotter than expected inflation readings in the US. The Fed maintaining a dovish stance has provided a relief for broader financial markets. Meanwhile, MicroStrategy's shares fell 13% on Tuesday due to $603.75 million convertible debt offering to buy Bitcoin. Well, this follows an $800 million convertible offer announced a week earlier. Now, talking about spot Bitcoin ETFs, the total outflows from all 9 ETF providers reached $326 million, surpassing the previous day's record. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF saw net inflows of $75 million, followed by Fidelity's Bitcoin ETF with $39.6 million. In a separate development, Ethereum, the second largest crypto by market cap, was down 6% earlier in the day as reports surfaced about the Ethereum Foundation facing a confidential inquiry from an unnamed government and US Securities and Exchange Commission considering classifying the asset as a security. Moving on, Starknet, the Ethereum Layer 2 network, is set to introduce a design feature called parallelization as part of an upgrade set for the second quarter. Well, this feature aims to process a greater number of transactions simultaneously, resulting in improved throughput and faster L2 finality. Starknet's sequencer will be receiving parallel execution, which is a multitasking for rollups. The global crypto market cap was at $2.53 trillion mark, increasing 6.6% in the last 24 hours. However, the total trading volume decreased by 14% to $153 billion. In other news, Coinbase Derivatives recently announced plans to launch cash-settled futures contract products for DogeCoin, Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash as soon as April 1. Well, this marks a significant move in the crypto space. Well, on the back of this news, DogeCoin, Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash each surged by more than 10% in the past 24 hours. Meanwhile, Solana has replaced Ethereum as the #1 smart contract blockchain by trading volume. Trading volume in Solana-based decentralized exchanges has increased 67% to $21.3 billion in 7 days. Data tracked by DeFi Llama show volume in Ethereum-based decentralized exchanges rose 3% to $19.4 billion over the same period. US stock futures rose after the 3 major averages closed at new records and the Federal Reserve concluded its latest policy meeting. Futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average increased by 0.32%. S&P 500 futures added 0.42%, while Nasdaq 100 futures increased by 0.67%. Bitcoin was trading at $67,100, up by 7%. Ethereum, the second largest crypto, was up by 10%, trading at $3,530. Next on the list, Binance's BNB token was up by 4.3% to trade at $551. Solana SOL was up 9.5% and was trading at $197.6. Cardano's ADA token was up by 6.7% to trade at $0.62. Next on the list, we have Avalanche's AVAX token. It was trading at $55, higher by 6%. And Polygon's Matic token was trading up by 2.7% to trade at $0.99. Doge, the popular meme coin, was trading up by 17% at $0.15. Shiba Inu was trading up by 7.7%. Ripple's XRP token traded at $0.60, up by 2.3%. And Polkadot was up by 3.3% to trade at $9.5.
Thank you, Vishakha, for your in-depth analysis of the global cryptocurrency market. And now back to the headlines. Ethereum is down this week despite recently setting its highest price in over 2 years. But the market lull didn't stop someone from spending big on Wednesday. A CryptoPunk NFT was just purchased for more than $16 million worth of ETH. Punk #7804, one of just 9 alien punks in the influential Ethereum NFT collection, traded hands for 4,850 ETH on Wednesday afternoon, or $16.42 million at the time of the sale. That makes it the second largest CryptoPunk sale ever, whether measured in ETH or USD. The sale comes just weeks after another alien punk #3100 sold for 4,500 ETH, which was worth $16.03 million worth at the time of the transaction on March 3rd. As with that purchase, the buyer of this latest punk has yet to be publicly identified. The Ethereum wallet used for the purchase was funded for the first time Wednesday via Coinbase. The top CryptoPunk sale of all time happened in February 2022 when a crypto startup CEO purchased another alien punk #5822 for 8,000 ETH or $23.7 million. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission has postponed a potential decision of an application for a spot Ether exchange-traded fund from asset manager VanEck. In a March 20th notice, the SEC said it had extended the time period on approval or disapproval for the CBOE BZX exchange to list and trade shares of the VanEck Ethereum ETF. The Commission will have until May 23rd for its final decision on the investment vehicle. The announcement followed the SEC pushing deadlines to approve spot Ether ETFs from Hashdex and ARK21 shares. Bloomberg ETF analyst James Seyffert speculated that the current round of Ether ETF applications with May 2024 deadlines would ultimately be denied. Reports have suggested that the SEC is investigating firms for alleged ties to the Ethereum Foundation as part of efforts to classify Ether as a security. It's unclear what this investigation could mean for ETH ETF approvals. A Montenegro appeals court wouldn't overturn a previous ruling approving DogeCoin's extradition to South Korea to face criminal charges over the collapse of this crypto enterprise Terra. The US Department of Justice is also seeking Coin's extradition and has said it will appeal Montenegro's decision to send him to South Korea. Coin's lawyers told CoinDesk that Wednesday's decision is final and added that there is no timeline for the extradition. The Riksbank, Sweden's central bank, has released its final report on its digital krona pilot project. The report looks at the experience of end users and focuses on offline functionality. There were mixed results. The Riksbank released its fourth and last report on the e-krona on March 20th. It examined a different model for offline retail transactions from the one it had proposed in phase 2 of the pilot. In that model, offline transaction information was held on mobile phones. The Riksbank is now considering the use of shadow wallet in the online system and a payment card. Both elements were already foreseen in the system design. The card would act as the payment instrument and track the offline changes to account balances. 4 use cases were examined: funding and defunding the payment instrument, offline payment at a point of sale using near-field communication, offline transfers between two cards, and imposing limitations on the balance and number of transactions on a card. Now let's go to Shubham Joshi to get an update on the buzzing coins of the day.
First on the list is Ondo Finance. Ondo Finance, a decentralized finance project focusing on tokenized real-world assets, has seen its native token Ondo surging nearly 50% in the past 24 hours. This surge coincides with BlackRock filing for a new fund called the BlackRock USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund, which has partnership with the Securitize. Ondo Finance has also launched Ondo Global Markets, a solution to bridge traditional and DeFi markets by creating tokens representing ownership of the traditional securities. Well, the company has partnered with blockchain platforms Aptos, Sui, and Solana, integrating its tokenized treasury products and exploring further DeFi application. Technical indicators suggest a potential short-term uptrend for the Ondo. Next on the list is Bitcoin Cash. Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency, will temporarily suspend deposit and withdrawal services for Bitcoin Cash and tokens from 2 p.m. on May 15, 2024 to prepare for the upgrade, which is scheduled to begin at 3 o'clock. Despite the interruption, BCH trading will continue on Binance. The exchange will handle all technical requirements related to the update on behalf of its users. After the network upgrade and update functionality, deposit and withdrawal services will resume. Next on the list is Ether Finance. Ether Finance has launched its governance tokens ETHFI at an opening price of $4.13. The token experienced a 20% decline in trading due to an airdrop and Binance Launchpad round. During the early trading phase, it reached over $118 million and reached $3.6 billion in fully diluted value, while the token's maximum supply is 1 billion with 50 million planned for the upcoming Season 2. Well, EtherFi's total TVL has seen a 117% increase in the past month, with deposits nearly $3 billion. Next on the list, let's move on to Doge. Coinbase Derivative plans to introduce cash-settled futures contracts for DogeCoin, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash with prices marked at $0.15, $85, and $413 respectively, with an April 1 rollout. The company cited Dogecoin's appeal and strong community support as evidence of its status within the cryptocurrency landscape. The letters indicated a launch on or after April 1, 2024, highlighting the company's commitment to Dogecoin's continued growth and popularity. Last on the list is Shiba Inu. Bitcoin slump has significantly impacted Shiba Inu Shibarium, an Ethereum-based Layer 2 network. Daily transactions on Shibarium have dropped below 9K despite the increased competition, while the network experienced impressive adoption in late 2023 and early 2024, reaching 7 million daily transactions in the month of December. However, 24-hour transactions have dropped relentlessly, reaching a yearly low of 800K on March 10 itself. While the decline is likely due to bears dominating the crypto market, reducing investor activities. Will Shiba Inu's recovery may catalyze a resurgence for the Layer 2 platform, but projects like Solana and Ethereum active users have the dominance.
Well, that's all in today's special bulletin. This is Ruchi Sharma signing off. For more on such updates and market news, please log on to our website www.3watchtv.io or scan the QR code.